Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is the Unreal World. And we are back today with Athena. Here she is in her little cabin site. This is our own settlement right here. And since the last episode, I've been doing a lot of hunting. That's about all I've been doing, though. I haven't done any work on the settlement or anything. But if we look over here, I've caught several different elk. So let's just see. And I've been curing the skins essentially. I've actually been saving the fat for some cooking recipes. I know there's one, palo or sallow, I wanted to try out, but it requires several pounds of fat. So I've been saving that essentially. But you can see I've got a bunch of cured skins, got them all kind of lined up here along the shoreline. Some of them are ready to go. They're just cured and preserved, and I can stack them off. I guess I'll put them right here behind the big stone. Not a big deal. They'll be perfectly fine like this, and they'll just stay preserved and or cured until we're ready to rejuvenate them and turn them into either furs, or I think even at this point we can still dehair them and turn them into leather if we want. And let's go over and take a look at the meat that I've accumulated. Oh boy, yep. You can see it's even gone so far that I've started putting stacks behind the cabin here. This is a big one, 323 cuts. That one will be done in 15 days. The soonest one is down here. Oops. Let's see, 7 days, 4 days for that one, 24, 11. So, yeah, you can see it's been all over the place. And of course, the reason that I've been doing that without you guys is just to try and pass time a little bit. As you can see, I've accomplished that. It is day 2 of the second week before summer season. So, essentially, we're like in very early spring right now. You can see temperature up here in the top left is just a shade above the blue. So we've got a little bit of red there. And of course, it did get real cold. It had dropped all the way down to the bottom of the thermometer there for a couple weeks. But we managed to survive and we push on. So now, like I said, we're just waiting for that final thaw so that we can break ground with our perfect shovel. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and pick that up and let's just test it. Let's just see. Can I dig a hole? Right here. Oh, take a break. Yeah, damn it. Oh, wait, can I undo that? I should have tried the to dig a hole somewhere else. Dang it. Oh well, now I've just got a hole right here. I could probably get rid of it if I finish it. I might be able to fill it in. I don't know, but I don't maybe that means the ground is thawed enough. I'm still able to ski. Oh, this has waist deep snow with hard crust. Jesus, if we took our skis off, we'd fall into it. But, I mean, I do know the location of one of the treasures. At least I'm like 95% sure. It's like right here-ish. So we'll go up there and check that. Maybe we can get it unburied at this point, and if so, that'll be fantastic. We will just try and find the location of the other one because we do have two spots for hidden treasure we're trying to find. Oh, now before we head out, I started grabbing some food, and that reminded me that I had a comment on a previous episode and I've said this a couple of different times in multiple series throughout my Unreal World playing time, but essentially what I'm talking about is I've mentioned before that the bag can hold food, okay? But I explicitly said that it can't hold multiple stacks of food. So essentially, if I put something in this empty bag right here, like let's say I put some elk meat in there, and then I were to try and put something else, like more meat of a different type on top of that, it would get rid of the elk meat. You would lose it essentially. It pours it out and it's gone. You don't get to reclaim it or anything like that. So I've always avoided using the bag multiple times until it's fully emptied, obviously. Then you can refill it. But someone pointed out that if you put the exact same type of item in a bag, then you can stack it because it's not really that helpful with meat so much because if you got enough meat to fill the bag, you can just do it in one go. But I was cooking up pots of stew and yeah, see I've got different kinds of beverage here. Now these, if I were to try and put in the same pot, it would end up wasting some of it. But if they were the exact same type, I could combine them. And I actually did test it. I did test it with some meat because I don't have any soup cooked up right now. But you can see this bag of dried elk cut. I put like, I had a stack of like 8 elk cuts, and I put the first 4 in there, and then I split it, obviously split the stack of elk cuts, and then I put the second 4 in the bag, and it did in fact stack together. So I stand corrected on that. And of course, I'm very glad to be proven wrong, I guess, so to speak. It's just I like to get the correct information out there for you guys, for anybody who's watching. I mean, the game itself is challenging enough, just learning the hotkeys and trying to get your hunting down successfully without me giving bad information. So whenever you guys hear something that you may be suspect from me, just leave it down in the comments, and I'll test it if I can, and of course, I'll address it later on. But so there we go. That is one thing to keep in mind. You can put multiple items in a bag as long as it's the same type of item. Okay, we've got the dogs, and I am leaving the bull behind. I no longer have the bull outfitted with all of our furs, and I'm not keeping him tied up and carrying him around with me anymore, because I finally found the 2 items that I was missing. We've got our iron knee cops now, and the iron coods, or cooties. I like to say cooties. So these are for the knees, obviously, and this one's for the elbow. So that pretty much completes my armor set, unless I'm missing something. You know what? No, I have the cowl, okay, the harborgon, the mail mittens. I've got the leggings here. There's also 2 bandages, which we'll never need because we're not going to get injured. But just in case, No, let me know down in the comments. Am I missing any other mail items or iron items? I think that's it. Now, there's still other, like, non-metallic armor that you can make and wear. In fact, I'm wearing some. Like, I've got some forearm guards, shin guards. There's even a chest piece, which is added thanks to the mods we've got. But all of that is secondary compared to the armor, the actual metal. So I'm just happy to have the set complete, or at least I think it's complete. But I'm not wearing it. We're not going to bring it with us, only when we know we're going into combat for sure. Now, obviously, if I were to get ambushed, I would be wishing that I had brought it with me, but I can't plan for everything. At least I'm not going to carry around 100 pounds of armor just in case we get ambushed. But like I said, our current destination are these 2 X's right next to each other. Yeah, because that's where the treasure should be. I've even got it marked. Noisy Wild is the name of the region that we were supposed to search to find it. So let's head over there. Okay, well, we are here at the location, and it got to thinking, because I'm still able to ski right over the ice. You know what? I'm going to turn right around. We're going back to the cabin, but no, we're not giving up. It's not too far of a trip. It's just right over here. We're going to go ahead and sleep, but I'm going to grab the punt and the paddle. I'll tell you that, because I've literally lost characters, and it happened in the middle of a series too. Where I was moving over ice, like right at this time of the year, especially when it's about to thaw. Like any day now, it's going to get warm enough that we won't be able to just ski right over the ice. We'll have to go around it and stuff. So if you happen to get caught out on the ice like that, then you're screwed. You can fall in the water, which is what happened. And it's still freezing cold. Even if you can't ski over it, the ice is still going to be very cold. And my character died. So I'd like to avoid that. And I think if we've got a punt, hopefully we can avoid that. I mean, there's probably some situations where I would still die if I'm not careful. But now that we have a boat with a paddle, I think we're going to be a lot better situation. And since we're tired, we'll just go ahead and sleep here. But I am headed back. Like I said, it was a quick just turnaround. If I had to cross the entire map, I probably wouldn't have turned around. But then again, we could have probably just bought a punt. But nonetheless, now we're going to be even more prepared. Okay, we are back here again. I believe this is the location. We're pretty close to it, so I shouldn't be skiing right over the ice like this, but we're okay. We're okay for now. So this is it, I think. And boy, oh boy, I hope that we're able to dig. We're about to find out, nonetheless. So I'm pretty sure that these 3 stones, it calls them big rocks. In the quest description, it refers to them as boulders. In the center of 3 adjacent boulders, forming a triangle. And of course, like I said, when you try and walk into them, it calls them a big rock, not a boulder. But I still think that this is it. This has got to be, right? I mean, three big stones that sit in a triangle. Yeah, that's got to be that. All right, so let's try it because that's the only way to find out. We will go to action. Did I bring my perfect shovel? There it is. It's perfect. Yes. Oh, we need a rest. I was like, why did we stop? So we did start to dig the shovel. And as far as I know, there's no way to really tell like when the ground is thawed enough other than to just try it, you know? So there we go. God, I have to pause twice to get this done. Must be buried quite deep. At least I hope this is the right spot. There we go. You find some buried items at the bottom of the pit. Woo, woo. What are they? Oh my God. Holy crap, there is so much stuff here. What? Two masterwork woolen shirts, masterwork linen trousers, masterwork woolen undershirt. Look at the furs. There's close to 200 pounds of fur. Four superior bear furs, six superior lynx furs, three superior elk furs, and two horse ornamented combs. That's actually pretty cool too. I'll tell you why, because I've been shearing the sheep that we've got back home, just passing time, you know, trying to find stuff to craft. And one of the things you need to finish the wool after you've sheared it is a comb to like comb out the hair. And I had to make a really crappy bone one, but now hopefully these will work. I don't know. I might try it, but this is the real prize right here. Look at that. That's insane. I can't even pick all this up. I hope our dogs can carry it. We're going to see. I should have brought the bull. Dang it. Oh, well, we can always go back home. Okay, there it is. I've got them all packed up on the dogs. I should have probably checked on those clothing to see if there's anything that I could wear. We'll check it when we get back to the cabin. As you can see down here at the bottom, this is everything I'm currently wearing in red. But I'm trying to build up my collection of masterwork stuff. I don't remember what we saw there. I do remember one of them said a woolen undershirt. So that's probably, yeah, something that we can put on. But anyway, let's get back home. I want to take stock of this treasure. Okay, we have arrived back home. And let me tell you, the second that I entered the area, I was like, all right, let's get back to it. I'm ready to see what we got. Look at that. Oh, man. I don't even need to move. Oh, I can still move. Let's come over here. I'm going to drop the furs in our little pile. Now, the last time, this is insane. 6 superior lynx furs. So many good furs. That's worth so much right there. But the first treasure quest that I got and I found didn't have nearly this much. There were some superior lynx furs. In fact, I've still got one of them. Yeah, I had one sitting here, so now we have 7 total. But one of them I just kept for keepsake, basically. Man, that is so crazy. Oh, wow. Now, you know what? I'm thinking now I might get the bull back out and just put all the furs on him just so we can like show them off to the traders when we encounter foreign traders. I can be like, hey, look at everything I've got. No, I don't really want to trade with you, but no, I'm just kidding. We could probably find some like better versions of the armor that I had. I don't know if you noticed it, but the iron cooties and the kneecaps or whatever, they were not of masterwork quality. They were just regular. So, like I say, it's possible I could find an upgrade still, in which case I would definitely be, oh, come on. I'm still too, oh, I didn't drop these things. All right. Let me manage the inventory here. I'm trying to move it all at once. Oh, I keep picking it up. All right. Hold on one second. All right. Well, here we are looking at the masterwork woolen shirts. Yeah, I've already got some masterwork linen trousers on, so everything in red is what I'm currently wearing, and anything that's in black is what I have in my inventory that I can still put on. Now, I can only put one of these shirts on here, because I've got 2, but my question is, can I wear the undershirt and the regular shirt? Let's try it out. So I'll say yes to that, and we'll go back to that same screen. Yep, there it is. All right, so we can wear a lot of stuff, which is good, especially in the height of winter, but as the summer, it starts getting warmer and summer approaches, I will be dropping and taking off a lot of these clothing pieces, especially the woolen stuff, because I don't really need that in the warmer months, and it's just weighing me down and making everything more difficult. So I'm going to go ahead and just, I guess I'll drop these items in and amongst the various pieces of clothing. You see I've got it all split up here. So on the ground, this is all my linen stuff with the masterwork item we just dropped at the very bottom. And then I've got a pile for wool over here and one for nettle or birch, anything that's made with tree bark. And then this one is our fur pile, which is pretty low. But anyway, I like to keep things nice and separate, efficient, just makes it easier when you're wanting to go and do a big trade. You can just, exactly where everything's at. You go grab it, real simple. But let's head out, guys. I'm not done with this treasure seeking. So we've got another set of treasure to find. Is it this one? Oh, you know what? This is the one. Yeah. Okay, so the one we just found was the reward for this quest. He's known as Noisy Wild. Yep. And the most recent one we completed 87 days ago is having us look for Carcass Mire in Western Remy at the region called Carcass Mire. So the Remy are those dark green, the hunter green color. Let's pull out a little bit. We're very close to them. So it says the Western. That could mean here. It could mean here, or I don't know. I guess it could mean this region too, but that's the fun part, is finding it. So I've got plenty of food on me. I've got my punt still, just in case. It's weighing me down a little bit, but we're not hunting here. Like I said, we're just out adventuring, looking for some treasure. So I'm going to keep the shovel, the punt, the paddle, and our food. It's all coming with me. So let's go on a treasure hunt. All right. Well, I've been searching now for a little bit. I actually came up to this square first. Now we're down here. Didn't see any passages, or I'm sorry, any regions with that name of Carcass Mire, which is a very odd name. I'll grant you that. But that is one thing I've noticed with these quests, these treasure finding quests, is some of the names of these regions are pretty funny, or if not downright like intimidating sounding. This one's called Troll Corner that I'm currently in right now. I came across one to the north where I first was searching, and it was called Robber's Passage, and I didn't spend too much time there. I tried to get out of Robber's Passage as quickly as I could, but there's the Barley Trail. Some of them just don't make any sense, but I like Troll Corner. That sounds like a place I'd like to set up shop and maybe retire. But anyway, I'm going to keep looking. I have a feeling this one's going to be tougher than the first treasure, because that other one, I don't know, it was just easier to find. But yeah, this one's already turning out to be a little extra work. Oh man, I can tell you guys, it is definitely getting to be springtime, even though I'm pretty sure it's snowing right now. But I'm encountering tons of animals out here. I just encountered a bear. Now we just ran into an elk by accident, but strictly by accident. Like I said, we're not here to hunt. Well, not for animals, that is. We're hunting for treasure. Oh, you know what I just realized too? I was rereading this just to try and get extra clues. And it also says this one is buried on a spruce island too in Western Remy. That actually does help. I mean, obviously I'm here in Western Remy now, but the fact that it's on an island tells me it's got to be like in one of these areas, where there's actual islands, obviously, with plenty of water and stuff. Oh, I shouldn't sleep right there. Yeah, that's exactly why I brought the punt. Because if you were to cross here and then fall asleep, for instance, like I just did, very, very stupidly, you could wake up and be stranded on this island because it's too cold to cross. So that's why we need that punt. Although, honestly, I don't know if the punt would help too much either. If we could actually get through the ice. I don't know. It's just not a situation I want to get myself into anymore. But it has also become very difficult to sleep. I can tell you that, just because it's constantly raining now too. But I still have not located the proper region. But like I said, having that extra info is definitely helpful. Now I can zoom in a little bit and maybe focus in on some areas that have a lot of water. Well, I'm over here in Payne Corner right now. I've figured that, like I said, this could, I guess, count as the western area of their lands. They just don't have a lot of water over here. But still, I'm not giving up on the other areas. I'm going to keep searching. Just like I said, some of these names are very funny, and I like them. Okay, well, we are in the dream forest right now. It is after midnight. Time for a sleep here. Let me tell you, I'm not having a lot of luck with this. I've been searching for quite a while. Actually, I've uncovered quite a few of their settlements. You can see I even came all the way over here to the eastern side of their land. But then I decided to backtrack because there's just too many promising watery regions over here. Yeah, and the farther east I get, there's definitely less water. But I haven't given up, guys. I'm not giving up with the promise of that treasure there. All we need, and you know what? Oh, we just encountered a Nerpez warrior. Oh, that's a hostile right there, guys. We're gonna have to fight this dude most likely. There might be a couple of them too. Used to be the Nerpez only traveled alone. Did you see him? He was in the red there. He might. Oh, there he is. Let's look at him. Broad knife, mace, and a woodsman's axe. So he does not have a bow and arrow, which is good. I don't know if he's seen us, but oh, he's looking at me. I also don't know if he's alone or not, but let's go ahead and just take a shot at him. I probably could escape. Oh, he just disappeared again. I see his footprints. You know what? I'm going to put my ski stick back in my hand. Let's just ski out of here. Let's just go. Yeah, no reason to put our life at risk trying to fight some guy who we don't really even need his stuff, you know? It's not that bad. But, I mean, you know, one thing that I've thought about is the fact that this area is called Carcass Mire. The mire part of it makes me think it's like it's going to be in a pine mire or one of these open areas. But I don't know. Then again, it does. I don't think it necessarily has to correlate. Probably has some loose correlation to it, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take more time. I'm going to keep searching, guys. And don't worry, as soon as I find it, because I'm not giving up. And in fact, I'd have to say this is probably the perfect time to come look for it because it's warm enough that I can actually dig it up if we find it. And it's still cold enough that I can travel right over the ice, just like you see here. And now, of course, as I've mentioned a couple of times, that presents its own dangers, but I think we're prepared for it. Plus, at this point, I'm so desperate to find this thing that Flake Heath, Clifton Passage. Oh, look at this. See, we just got exhausted right in the middle of the lake. That always scares me when that happens because then I think, oh, the ice suddenly is too weak to support our weight. But well, anyway, guys, you can see I'm in search mode right now. It's become an obsession, but don't worry. I guarantee you we are going to find this treasure. I think I'll continue to search, but I won't make you guys sit through the boring bits. We'll start off the next episode, hopefully sitting right in front of those 3 stones, and I'll save the digging part so we can do that together. Like I say, hopefully. I mean, there's always the slim chance that I just can't find it, but I really don't count on that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the playthrough so far. Let me know what you think down in the comments section, and I will see you all on the next Unreal World.